Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, I did purchase the Morphe 35O2 palette, which I'm so excited to try. I do have the 35O palette, which is the original one, and I absolutely love that one. That one is, I don't have it right now to compare it with, but that one is more like the kind of brown kind of colors. It doesn't have so much of the bright orange colors. So I kind of wanted to do a first impressions and do like a look using this palette because I feel like it's gonna be one of my favorites. So when I did purchase it, I'm not sure, this one is $23 exactly, but obviously it's gonna be more with shipping and handling. And then I did use like a code, so I did get money off, which, you know, it helped a lot. So this is what the new packaging looks like, which I absolutely love. Honestly, I feel like it looks more professional, I guess. Not saying that it didn't before, but I just like how they changed like the gold color. They changed the red color and they put kind of gold and white. I just think overall the packaging is really nice. So back here it just says 35O2 Second Nature, 35 Shades to Change Your World. And I see that they put it in another language. I'm not sure what language that is. But yeah, so this is what the new packaging looks like, 35O2. And then on this side, it says Blend the Rules. So they still incorporated the red kind of color, which I think it's cool. But overall, I think the whole packaging is way nicer than it was before. But that is my own opinion. So when you go ahead and you open it up and you take the palette out, like I said, they changed the packaging, so now it is white, which I love 10 times more. Again, not saying that the red was bad, but I just think the white is more professional, and I think a lot of people liked it too. And then down here it just says Second Nature 35O2 palette right here. And then when you go ahead and you open it up, which I did open it already, but I haven't swatched any of them. What I love that they did was they put this little kind of plastic thing, and they put the names of the shades, which I think is such a great idea because before they didn't have the names of the shadows. So I think this is gonna be really helpful. So you don't have to just, you know, put the palette up and point to a color. You can just, you know, point the color out on this little plastic sheet. So this is what the palette looks like. I honestly am in love with this palette. I love the different range of kind of the orange and the reddish shades. You don't really, in the 35O palette, they don't have kind of these kind of bright orange shadows, which I love in this one because there was no really point of doing a second one if they were going to kind of keep the colors the same. But they did incorporate, like I said, these kind of orangey reddish shadows, which I am so excited to try, especially this one right here. This one, I think it's Ruby, and that one is like calling my name. But overall, I really love the color scheme. Again, I like the 35O palette. I'm sorry if you just seen a fly in the camera. I really love the 35O palette, and so I feel like I'm really gonna like this one. I love this. It can be like a travel kind of palette. You can take this anywhere. And what I like too is they put more mattes in this one, more than the shimmers. They have 1, 2, 3, 10. They have 10 shimmers, and then the rest is matte, which I love. Not saying that the 35O was a bad palette because they had more shimmers, but I personally go for more matte shadows. Obviously I do use shimmers, but you know, I just prefer matte. So I was thinking of doing a more, sorry if it looks like my cheek is like a little bigger, but I have a cough drop in my mouth because I am sick, and well, your girl don't like to be sick, so I have a cough drop in my mouth. So I was thinking of doing a more natural look, and then I was like, I want to use as much colors as I can, just to give you guys my honest opinion on this palette. So if I do like a natural shade, I'm only going to use like maybe like 2 or 3 shadows, so it's not really going to make, I don't know. I think it's just better if I go in with do like a more intense look rather than a more natural look, so that way I can use as many more shadows. Rather, if I do a natural look, I'm only going to use a little bit. So I'm going to do a dramatic one for you guys because I know you guys rather see dramatic than natural, because I feel like I already have a lot of natural looks on my channel, and I have a lot of dramatic ones. So a little side note, and I know I forget to mention it all the time, which I don't know why, but I do have a vlog channel, so I'm going to start leaving it in the description down below. So if you guys want to see my daily life and what I do other than doing makeup videos. I will definitely leave that link down below. So jumping right into the video, I'm going to start off by taking, I believe it is Flux, and it's like a brown kind of color transition shade. And then I'm going to apply that with my Morphe M502 brush. It's like a big fluffy brush like that. So it does have a lot, I think it's called Fallout. Is it called, or Payback? Fallback? I don't know what it's called, but when it's like really, really dusty after you go in. See, it's right here. But like I said, that doesn't really bug me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, ooh, that was pigmented. So right off the bat, literally, I just tapped it one time and it was super, super pigmented. So I'm already loving the pigmentation of these colors. Really easy to blend out, which is a huge plus for me because I don't want to buy no colors that are super, super hard to blend out. So, and then the next brush that I'm going to go in with is this Morphe M513 brush. And then taking, it's called Ablaze, which is like that bright orange matte shade from the palette. Not the shimmer one, it's the matte one. I'm going to take that, and as you can see on the brush, these colors are super, super pigmented. So I'm going to go ahead and top off the excess. And then apply that shade into the same area that I applied that first shade. So this one is really, really nice. So I don't really use a lot of orangey shadows like that. That one is like a true orange. It looks a little bit red once I put it onto my eye, but maybe that's because of the first transition shade that I had put on. But in the palette, it looks really, really orange. Again, it probably looks a little bit more red on the eye because of the previous shadow that I had on. But I really, really like how it looks. It's not bad at all. Be Bella NG333 brush. And then going in with the color that's right next to it, which is Heat. Which is like a, it's not like a fiery red kind of color. It's kind of like red and orange mixed together. And I'm going to focus this one on, oh, that one was really, really pigmented. This one looks more like a reddish orangish kind of color on the eye, but dang, this color was really, really, really pigmented. Like, now I want a more dense brush for me to get into my crease. I'm actually going to go in with this Be Bella RG215 Fire, which is the fire like red color that's in the palette. You guys, I don't even have to show you guys because I'm pretty sure just by the name of it you guys know which one I'm talking about. So that's what it looks like once I get it on the brush. Again, all these colors on the brush are coming out really, really pigmented. For this one, I'm going to focus on the outer portion. This one kind of, maybe because I already had a shadow underneath, but this one is lighter than the, what was it called? Than the Heat color. I'm not sure if it's because I already have a shadow down, but I feel like it looks kind of like the same color. It's just a little bit lighter in my opinion, but we'll see. So I'm just going to focus on the outer and the inner portion. What I'm going to do now is I took some concealer and I just applied some to the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take my flat synthetic brush and I'm just going to carve out my crease. I'm not going to do like a cut crease. I'm going to do more of a spotlight. So I'm going to just cut it. Actually, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do like a half cut crease. What I'm going to do is, since it does like a little bit more pink, since I had like the red kind of colors, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set it with like a bone kind of color. Just so when I go in with the shimmer shade, it's going to, you know, going to be true to its color. Taking my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I'm going to apply it just a little bit. I'm going to go in with this flat brush from BH Cosmetics. Just kidding, Be Bella. So I'm just taking that Shadow Insurance and then I'm just patting that onto the half cut crease that we did. Again, taking the shade Rustic. It's like a kind of orange kind of shimmer shade. Kind of has like gold and, I mean, orange and kind of a bronze to it. It's not completely orange because there's another shade in the palette that is completely orange. So just watch, just watch. Look how pigmented. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the RG215 brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of fire and a little bit of heat, and I'm going to kind of blur out the outer edges. So I went ahead and I did the lower lash line. I pretty much just got fire and heat, mixed it together, applied it underneath, and then I took the shade Flux and just put it underneath the lash line. That was it. And then I went ahead and I applied my lashes. And now for lips, I'm not sure. I want to do something neutral. I don't want to do anything too crazy, so I'm going to take this Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Lolita number 2. It's just like a kind of dusty pink, kind of corally color, I feel like. So I didn't like how that one was coming out, so I'm just going to take Lolita, which is the original one. That one is like a little too peachy for me. So that's pretty much it for this entire look. I love how it came out. Really love how like fiery it is. Really sexy. So that is pretty much it for this entire video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm doing more like first impressions kind of review videos. If you guys like those, please give this video a thumbs up and leave it down in the comment bar down in the, because I really like to know your guys' input and whether you guys like these videos or not. I think they're really helpful and I love seeing them, so I know whether or not to buy a product. So I'm just gonna go in and do a few swatches. I'm gonna do a few swatches that I didn't use on the eyes today, because there's really no point. So I'm gonna go in with the black, which is called Wiz, and I'm gonna. So this is how the black looks. So as you can see, honestly, from all the palettes that I have, I feel like none of them compare to the ones from the Kat Von D palette, but as you can see, it kind of went like a little patchy and a little streaky. It's not as black. The next one I'm going with is Full Polished. It's like this really pretty kind of rose gold kind of color. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it looks really pretty. So I'm gonna go in and swatch it. Ooh, that is nice. This one is really beautiful. And then next I'm gonna go in with Zippy, which is like a bronze kind of gold kind of color. Ooh, that is really pigmented. Wow. Oh my. This one is beautiful. This one swatched out so nice. It is super pigmented. Oh my gosh, and I still have, I'm just rub it back and forth. And then the next one that I know you guys are probably dying to see is a Ruby, which is just a fiery red shimmer shadow. Ooh, this one, swatching on my finger doesn't look really pigmented. Let's see if it's swatched differently. Oh, just kidding. This one should have been called Fire, because this one is really bright. It's like a bright red kind of shade. Sauce, which is like just an orange shadow, shimmer shade I should say. It looks like that. So let's see how it looks next to. Oh my gosh. If it looks a little brown, it's because I swatched it with the finger that I did the black. But for the most part, that is it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. And that's pretty much all I have to say, and I'll see you on the next one.